Casually explained America. I feel like we casually explained America in a way, but let's check this out.
Sponsored by ExpressVPN. Now, America is known as the land of the free and home of the brave, and while land remains very expensive and most millennials and Gen Z are too anxious to answer phone calls, it's still nevertheless a pretty good slogan. One thing that's rarely considered by Americans, however, is that there are other countries in the world besides America. For example, the other day I saw a nice picture on Reddit where someone was like, "Everyone loved my homegrown tomato salad at our wedding reception." And one comment was like, "You shouldn't be having a wedding reception with dozens of people right now. That is completely irresponsible." And it had a bunch of upvotes. Then a couple hours later, the person responded saying, "I live in New Zealand, but I thought you might have liked to see my tomatoes. I'm sorry." And in a time like this, that really made me think, damn, I wish I was married. And while we're all still envious...
Oh my god. I live in New Zealand, but alright. Alright, damn, dude. Dude, that's just the internet in a fucking nutshell, bro. Holy shit.
In New Zealand right now, a lot of people particularly criticize America's response to COVID-19 because 500,000 people have died from a half-assed pandemic response.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, the number would be much higher than 550,000 if they had not locked down at all. And frankly, given the size of the country, it's remarkable that only 583,000 people have died so far.
Yeah.
Now, while many consider America to be the greatest country on Earth, this is mostly only true in terms of nuclear submarines.
Hey, we have 71 nuclear submarines. That's pretty good. Not bad. I'm glad we have a lot of nuclear submarines. Great.
Nevertheless, America is known for its political democracy. Political democracy, of course, being the belief that if Cyberpunk barely functions on PlayStation, surely it would have worked great on Xbox. It's for this reason one of the most exciting things to absolutely not be a part of is the American political climate. For example, sometimes I go on Twitter to make sure no one has escaped into the real world, and it's always an eye-opening experience, because there are really only two types of people on Twitter. On one side, there are the ones that think Trump is the Lord and Savior of God's flat earth, and on the other side are the people who think that denouncing a bottle of syrup relinquishes them from their original white sin. Some academics have suggested this kind of division could lead to a civil war, but in my opinion, as someone who grew up with Xbox Live and a microphone, it's sounding a lot more like a Halo 3 lobby than Fort Sumter 1861. For starters, if there is some type of conflict...
Man, I don't get into politics, man. I try to stay as far away from that shit as possible.
Firearms as a hobby, and the other side thinks mental illnesses are pokey badges. Second of all, if you get...
Gotta collect them all. Gotta collect them all. Oh no. Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
California to march to the deep south. When he sees 3 bedrooms in a yard for $100K, you can be pretty sure he'll be welding trailers, driving a lifted F-150, and banging Joe Exotic real quick. It seems to me if you chop off the two political extremes, basically everyone just wants a good life. But the lives of Americans are so different, of course they're never going to understand each other's perspectives. It's the same story back during the actual Civil War. Even though they were fighting, both the North and the South were ultimately saying the same thing. Black people should be free. Now, one of the craziest things about America is that the drinking age is 21, as opposed to Canada where it's 18 or 19, or Europe when it's whenever you have the balls, or Latin America where a lot of things the police make up when they see a tourist. Now, a lot of people think it's ridiculous that you have to be 21 to buy alcohol.
When they see a tourist,
I think it makes a lot of sense. If my neighbor was some 18-year-old kid, and I saw him in the yard dual-wielding akimbo P90s and obliterating a paper cutout of his ex-girlfriend taped to a sandbag, I think to myself, well, good thing he isn't drunk. So, as a Canadian, in my opinion, one of the best things about America is that most people are unusually friendly. Like here in Canada, we mind our own business at all times, unless we minorly inconvenience someone, in which case we apologize profusely for ruining their lives. But in the States, if you stand next to someone for literally any reason, that is permission for them to tell you all about their uninteresting life. So, one of my most American experiences was when I went to Disney World, and I was waiting in a fairly long line for a churro, and there must have been at least 3 or 4 mobility scooters in front of me with some rather hefty individuals riding.
Chat, I hate how true that is. I can't tell you, when Ash and me went to Disneyland last time, we saw so many fucking fat people riding around in those fucking scooters, going to the front of the goddamn lines all the time because they're so fucking obese. I can't tell you just how sad of a fucking sight it is. It's so pathetic. It really is.
Riding them around. And while that makes sense because it's Florida, the part that got me was when another 300-pound dude in a scooter just cut in front of me and was like, a lot of traffic today. And I was just thinking, traffic? Sir, this is a churro line. And then as I was still processing what was happening, a lady about the same size wheels up behind him with a cone full of churros sticking out of her purse. She lightly rear ends his scooter like a bumper car, and he's like, oh, hey, honey, as he takes a churro and says to me, well, you have a good night, tips his Miami Dolphins hat, and rolls away hand in hand with his wife to watch the fireworks over the Disney castle and truly live the American dream. So anyway.
Oh my god. As they wheel away, babe, you want to get on those mobility scooters? We can ride around Disneyland. We can just ride. We'd be like, woo, baby. Wait, hold on. No, actually, it probably works better right here. We just go to Disneyland. We're like, woo, yeehaw. Brrr, brrr. I feel like we'd have a great time. We could definitely do that. I think that'd be the way to go, babe. We can ride around hand in hand. We can skip the lines. Yeah, I identify as a fucking obese motherfucker.
That's my argument against universal healthcare.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's say you want to get out of America, but you can't because there's a wall. Instead, you can use ExpressVPN to reroute your connection to nearly any country in the world.
Damn it!
For example, I'm mostly doing your job. Unless you can still legally sell your trying to access the expressvpn.com.
Literally was just an ad at the end. So
He's not wrong. Closer top Wally future more than you think. Doi thunk.
All right, he's not wrong. Close to Wall-E. Yeah, pretty much. We are getting closer and closer to Wall-E civilization, bro. We're getting so close to that. Goddamn, it's casual. All right, let's see high school now.
Bloop. Sponsored by ExpressVPN.
Oh, hey, what do you know?
Now, the whole point of high school is pretty simple. It's 4 years of exposure therapy for your host of teenage insecurities, mixed in with a few facts about cell division. During this time, you're trying to answer the important mortal questions in life, like, who am I? Who are my true friends? What do I want to contribute to the world? What does a boob feel like? All questions you'll likely never find the answer to. So, one thing everyone tells you in high school is to be yourself. But the problem is when you're 16, pretty much the only thing you care about is trying to be like everyone else. Nevertheless, what they really mean is you should go out and pursue the things that you enjoy so you can figure yourself out. The problem is that during high school, other kids can be harsh and judgmental and make you feel like the hobbies.
At least he's not trying to be a YouTuber.
Cool. Fortunately, this completely changes.
Imagine being a YouTuber. That's pretty fucking cringe, dude. That's pretty fucking cringe.
Is when you're an adult because people are lonely and keep their thoughts to themselves. When you're in high school, your mind is young and impressionable, and therefore incapable of nuance. If someone laughs at your joke, now you're the class clown. If your crush gets a boyfriend, now you're alone forever. And if some kid makes fun of your sketchers, time to start writing the manifesto. As a teenager, this is the first time you really start to build a personal identity for yourself, and in high school, this is pretty low resolution. Athlete, jock, stud, gamer, whatever you prefer to call yourself. As you probably know, a lot of adults tell you that high school doesn't really matter, so you should just enjoy it. And that's true in the sense that there are hundreds of people you're never going to see again, so you do get a hard reset on the time you said orgasm instead of organism, or when you're in geography.
Orgasm instead of
organism.
Oh,
Jesus. Mean is that you shouldn't care about high school, because unresolved experiences and insecurities from your youth can affect you for your entire life.
Nigeria.
For example, one time I got rejected by a girl, and now I have 200,000 Reddit karma.
Hell
now, a lot of teenagers think they're
got that Reddit
but I
karma.
personally didn't get that at all. I remember kids were doing drugs, getting girls pregnant, and fucking up the rest of their lives while I was at home studying videos of how to order at Subway. It is true, though, that no matter what, you are going to...
You need a video of how to order at Subway? Oh my god. Don't they, like, walk you through? They usually just go, okay, what kind of bread do you want? You got white. We got wheat. You got like the, I guess, cheesy bread or whatever it's called, and they have like the jalapeno bread. You know, like that's typically it. They got the flat bread now too. I don't fucking know. And then you just ask what? Oh, Italian herbs and cheese. That was it. Italian herbs and cheese. The one that literally everybody gets.
To do a lot of stupid stuff in high school, and this is because your brain hasn't fully developed yet. In fact,
no cap, dude. What
they randomly pop out during conversation in response to anxiety. Of course, during high
Hella
school,
sus,
you mostly
bro.
finish going through puberty, which means you unfortunately stop growing in both height and length. Through
This
the
is so
process of
sad.
puberty, your body becomes fully biologically capable of reproducing. You know, just in case. Now, one of the most important things in high school.
Just in case. Not that it matters. Not like you'll get any fucking women anyway. Oh man, that's rough, dude. You know, like, if he manages to touch a girl, maybe something's gonna happen. I don't know.
Is dating, because for most people that's when you have your first relationship. The
Oh.
thing is, it can be really scary asking someone out because you've never done it before, but it's really
Yo, have any of y'all dated in high school? Were you guys dating in high school or were you forever alone? Yes or no? That's just what I say. Ashley was a nope. No, yeah. You haven't dated anyone in your life? Yes, no, yes. No, no, no. Yes, nah. You dated in high school? No, no, no. I see a lot more no's than I see yeses here. Oh, there's some yeses. Okay, there's some yeses in here. You dated your left hand? Oh, not in high school. Oh, Jesus. All right, well, that's rough out here. Okay. Well, it seems maybe like a 25% dated in high school around here. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not. Hey, you know what? That's not too bad.
a pretty straightforward process. All you have to do is glance at your crush during class every now and then, make eye contact at some point, and then you just fantasize about your relationship for the next 3 years until they start dating someone else. The good news is that by the end of high school, you've been around your classmates for nearly a quarter of your whole life. So
Yeah.
everyone has already made their mind up if they like you or not.
Yeah.
So the fear of getting rejected really doesn't make any sense in this context, because if you ask someone out and they say, ew, no, it's not like they just decided that the moment you asked them out. They've been thinking that for years.
Yeah.
In general, dating is difficult in high school.
Yeah, that's
because
rough.
when you're a teenager, you don't
Well,
really
actually, I switched schools so many. It just depends on where you live. Like, I'm
date, but because you think date, but because you think date, but because you think to yourself, damn, I was really stupid those last 4 years. Glad I finally get it now. And yeah, that's going to keep happening, so I highly recommend you keep that in mind literally all the time. Now, one of the worst experiences you'll get after you graduate is looking back at missed opportunities. You'll run into a girl you had a crush on years later, and she'll be like, honestly, I thought you were so cute in high school. And you'll be like, oh, why didn't you tell me? And she'll be like, well, I am telling you now. And you'll
Oh.
be like, oh, but I needed to know then. As you waddle away sadly. What is genuinely good news about graduation is that you finally finished the tutorial.
But
and
I
have begun
needed
the
to
rite of
know
passage
then.
into adulthood.
You
where your
beat
path
the
first filters
tutorial.
and differentiates itself from your
Your V
classmates.
shoujo
Some of
hentai
your
wife
friends will
who's
go into
never
computer
reject
science
you.
at university because they want to become as charismatic as Mark Zuckerberg.
Look, like all these motherfuckers, it's always comp sci. Why is everyone going to fucking computer science? God damn it. And now I'm a YouTuber, and this motherfucker probably was a comp sci nerd, and now he's a motherfucking YouTuber.
Some of your friends will go into trades so they can afford
Yeah,
to
I'm
live
basically
and
Mark
make more
Zuck.
trades. And some of your friends will say, I want to take a gap year and travel, which means I want to have sex with Europeans. So whatever your dream,
I wanna
just
have
know
sex
that you
with
have a long
Europeans.
life to achieve it. So no need to worry about finding a hot German girlfriend on your first try.
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, it took a few tries, but I eventually got it.
And there's just one thing to remember when you leave high school and choose your path into the future.
All right.
It's that
Well.
student loans follow you forever and are
Well, that's
legally
interesting.
unforgivable even under the circumstance of death. Now, ExpressVPN has been a prime sponsor here for a while.
Oh, god damn it. All right, there's the express. That was oddly specific and right to the point. Felt like it was maybe aimed at someone. That's kind of weird. I felt a little called out there. I felt a little called out on that one. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird, champ. I'm not going to lie. That's a little weird. Would you look at that? Okay.